I would like to show you my Porsche Classic Navigation Radio and my Porsche 993 Targa. I noticed on YouTube that there are not that many videos showing you the actual unit and its functionality, and also maybe the different versions. Because here you have the first gen version, which came out I think back in 2013, where I also got it installed, so I've got it for a few years already. And I think the next generation one, the second generation one, has a different optic, which is more similar like the 993 optic, like similar to the buttons here in the climate control, for example. Well, this one I think is more classic and actually fits more the previous generations, like the G model of the 911. I think that would be more suitable than a 964 or a 993 in this case. Anyway, let me introduce you to the unit. So you have, the volume knob as classic. You've got another knob, which actually this one you can't rotate. Basically you can just flip forward and backwards. Well, now it's looking for my mobile phone, which is not connected at the moment. And yeah, you need to be careful not to rotate this, otherwise it breaks off. Other than that, you've got the media button up here, so you can flip through the media. You've got the navigation system, which you can hardly see, I guess, right now, because, well, it does have two types of screens, which is a night screen and a day screen, but this one, well, for some reason is using the night screen at the moment. Anyway, I'm hardly using the sat-nav on here. It's based on Cygig Fleet, I think, version 8 something. It does work, but yeah, the screen is actually very tiny for satellite navigation, and I personally prefer to use Google Maps on my phone, which works flawless as well, because you can just hook up the phone to the radio via Bluetooth, and yeah, you have got a good sat-nav system then. Anyway, from the next function you have is the radio, which works also quite good, but for a 993 maybe you know the antenna, which is integrated in the windshield, it's maybe not that great. So the reception is okay-ish, but could be better. But it works as it should. The newest generation, which came out this year, has DAB+, and apparently when you buy it there is an additional input for the DAB antenna. You can buy online a splitter which splits the signal from this antenna to an analog and a digital signal, and you can connect then this antenna to both inputs of the radio using the splitter. Anyway, this is not for this radio because this one doesn't have this functionality. So for the radio there's not that much. You can jump through your stations and scan for different stations and so on. You can have different bands, which I'm personally hardly using. I'm just browsing through a few buttons here, stations here. And personally I use mainly Spotify, but let's get to that in a moment. So the other functionality you have, you can actually connect two external AV cameras. So if you want, you can put a camera at the back of your car, and well, if we look back in a 993, the visibility, it's okay, but let's say if you get in a very tight parking spot, maybe a camera would be helpful, but yeah, personally this is just a fun car for me, so I don't use that. Maybe if you use this car on a more regular base and maybe drive it a lot in the city, then it makes maybe more sense. Okay, let's continue. So we continue. So this is the second channel, AV2, for the other camera, and then we get to Bluetooth. So basically I can maybe show you the functionality here. You've got your music controls on here. They work quite good with Spotify, so it's easy to control from here. You can also have, a log of your recent phone calls. You can take calls and, leave calls here, as both possible, and that also works fine. I located the microphone down here, and that also works good. The quality of the call is okay. Well, there are better hand-free kits than this one, but it's understandable. So if you don't drive too fast, and particularly here in the Targa, it tends to be quite loud, especially when you go on a faster than because you don't have any sound dampening up here. So yeah, you hear the roof or wind noises through the roof. And then, of course, it's more tricky to have a phone call. But anyway, personally, since this is a fun car, it doesn't really matter to me. Continuing to the next menu. Well, now we get back to the sat-nav. So actually, we went through all the menus already. So underneath, you've got the navigation button. So let's say if you are in the radio and you want to jump directly into the navigation, you can do that here, and radio also continues to play, and you can use your navigation here. That also works with Spotify, so if you play music or have a phone call or whatever, you can jump directly into the navigation here and look at your route which you're going at. You also have a hardware button to play and pause music, and also switch the band. Up here you have a stop button and an AMS button, which I don't really use. I use just the touchscreen actually most of the time. You've got the AV input, just in case you have an older device, let's say an MP3 player, you can connect it here. Also, you have an USB input, in case you want to connect, let's say your USB pen drive with some music on it. So you can actually do that from here. Another thing you have, let's open it. You've got a DVD drive in here. So this unit can actually play DVD. So when you insert a DVD, and you have applied your handbrake, because there's a wire which you need to connect to the micro switch of your handbrake to ensure that it's applied, so that you're not watch a movie while you drive. Then actually you can insert a DVD and it starts playing directly. You have the option to put in another SD card here, and this SD card on the right hand side slot is for the navigation. So yeah, all in all, it wraps up the functionality. What you see here is the receiver for the remote, so we can have a look at that as well, just in case I find it somewhere, which is down here. That's my messy glove compartment. Quickly close it. So that's the remote. And basically, let me get a bit closer so you can actually properly see it. Does it zoom in? Well, now it does. So you have power, modes, and so on. So you basically can completely control the radio from here. I need to admit, I hardly use the remote. It's mainly staying in the glove compartment with me. However, let's say now during Corona times, maybe what became more popular are drive-in cinemas, and I can see the point of using the remote in there, because you can easily change volume while you lean back. But on the other hand, I mean, everything is very reachable here. I think it wraps it up. Summarizingly, I think it's a good unit. For me personally, I would have preferred for my 993 and maybe also for a 964 to go for the next generation one, or maybe for the newest unit, just because of the optics, because I think this really fits more the older generation, the G model, maybe the F model. That's basically where they really actually fit better. But all in all, it's a nice unit. it's a bit pricey, so you need to see if it's worth it. But yeah, it's a good functioning unit. Thank you for watching.